Peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. Omar here, health educator, physician associate, moderately fit, middle-aged athlete, and family man. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about President Joe Biden's fall. So as many people may have seen on national, maybe international television or the internet, that Joe Biden was giving a speech, and as he was walking away from the lectern, he fell. Now, you know, depending on, I guess if you're a Republican or Democrat or whatever, some found this an opportunity to deride the president and question his health. Others found it as a way to support him. It was just interesting. But I look at things as a clinician, as a healthcare provider first. You know, what can I do to help somebody? That's what I do as a PA, as a medical provider. So when a person falls, there's many reasons why they may fall. They may trip on something. I think it was suggested that President Biden actually tripped on something. They may have heat exhaustion. I think that was mentioned by one news network as a possible factor for his fall. They may have a seizure. They may have an episode of what we call a fainting spell. Or in medicine, we call it syncope. But, you know, the first thing you want to do when somebody falls is do an assessment for them. You know, make sure they're at least conscious. If it doesn't look like they tripped on something, if they just fell, as it appeared our president did, you know, assess the person first, see if they're awake, then see if they're alert and oriented. Hey there, how are you? Alert and oriented times 3. That's alert, being awake, and then are they oriented to self, place, and time? And then, you know, see if there's any bleeding, if they hit their head. So it's actually a billable code in ICD-9, which we use in medicine to charge people's insurance companies for different conditions. So I think fall unspecified, it's W19 period XXXA, if I'm not mistaken. But you can bill for it. But you know, I've worked in different healthcare facilities over my past 30 years of healthcare. And you know, when somebody falls, especially an elderly patient, which, you know, Joe Biden is an elderly person, you want to make sure that they didn't hit their head on anything. So if it looks like they may have hit their head, we'll get a CT scan just to make sure that they don't have a intracranial bleed, which can kill them. And in the elderly, when they fall, you also want to make sure they haven't fractured any hips. Or there's also something called I forgot the name of it. God, I'm blocking right now, but it's a fracture when they fall on an outstretched hand. You got to make sure that they didn't break one of the bones in their hands. You know, and just be respectful to the person as you're trying to get them up. Heat exhaustion can also be a reason that a person may fall. So make sure they're well hydrated. Hey there, how are you? Falling, we've all maybe fallen in front of somebody. I've fallen in front of people before. It's embarrassing, you know, if anything. If you try to play it off, like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. But you know, don't shame the person. Just see if they're okay. All right, that's it for now. If you guys want to enjoy a great career in medicine as a PA or in education as a health educator like me, I've been doing this. I've been in the healthcare field for 30 years, more than 30 years. More than 20 of those have been as a PA and health educator. So if you want to do that, I'm available for mentoring and shadowing. Or if you just want to chat, that's cool too. Okay, subscribe if you want. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace. Morning. It's so beautiful here. Look at all these trees. This is Sligo Park. It's Tacoma Park, Maryland. Alright guys, take care.